with Mario Lopez.
What's up, everyone? Mario Lopez joining me now on Zoom, a judge on America's Got Talent for more than 13 seasons now. My man, Howie Mandel. Welcome back, buddy. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. It's great to see you, buddy.
Always great to see you. First off, I heard you're about to be a grandpa again. How many grandkids?
I am. I thought my daughter was just bloated, but no, there's a baby in there. So it's any day now. Any day now.
What number does that make?
It's my third grandchild. First from her.
Fun.
Yes, that's my baby girl too. So
congratulations. That's awesome. What do they call you?
The idiot. I know they mean it lovingly. Papa. They call me Papa.
Papa Howie. Papa Howie. That's got a nice roll.
Just Papa How.
Papa How. Papa How. All right. Sounds very Greek. Papa How. All right.
Maybe they're Greek.
Maybe.
No. We're going to find out at the reveal. We're having a reveal party. We're going to find out who the father is. So it might be great.
I love carry on that Maury tradition there. Congrats on the new spinoff, AGT Fantasy League. So is this sort of fantasy football and The Voice at the same time, basically?
Absolutely. So it is. That's exactly what it is. So it's like we got America chose their top 40 acts from all over the world. You know, the winners of BGT and Japan's Got Talent and America's Got Talent and really close runner-ups. And these are all high-level professionals who have their own rooms in Vegas and travel the world. And then we each, and Mel B is back. So it's me, Mel B, Heidi, and Simon. We drew straws, and then we got to choose our teams. And then we get to mentor our teams as they come out and perform, because ultimately the audience votes on them. And we get a golden buzzer, which can either move one of our team players to the semifinals, or we could steal somebody else's take.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
And you've got the only stand-up on the show.
Ooh, Preacher Lawson. I love Preacher Lawson. I want stand-up to go all the way. I think that stand-up is underappreciated, especially
I agree.
our show, because, you know, somebody comes out and they light themselves on fire and they hang from the ceiling, and then somebody comes out and talks. But the truth of the matter is that's really hard to do, and they've kind of written it and performed it. So Preacher Lawson, who I'm also going to be in Vegas with on February 3rd.
Fun. Let me ask you, since we're on this subject, when you were starting off, it seemed like that's when comics, there was just no rules. It was fun. People knew how to take a joke. It seemed like being a police officer and a comic are the hardest things to do right now. Do you feel these young comics are now handcuffed, and it's going to change anytime soon?
I think it is changing. I think the pendulum is swinging back. And if you look at what's happening in Austin and that group of people, they're kind of there's people like Shane Gillis and Kill Tony as a podcast, and Joe Rogan. You know, if you go and work in Austin, there seems to be a pendulum coming back. There's a lot of people whose names that you may not even know that are selling out entire arenas. You know, 20,000 tickets and 30,000 tickets, where people are going, you know what? Enough already. You know, it's comedy and it's an art form, and you need to be, there's no such thing as too soon or too dark. That's what comedy is. You know, you have the freedom to not like it, respond to it, or laugh to it, but you shouldn't be able to cancel it.
Yes, and censored. I agree 100%. Well, that's great to hear. Coming up next month, bud, Deal or No Deal Island. I thought it was a joke when I heard it.
Oh, no joke.
Like congratulations. Tell me how this works.
Well, first of all, I'm not the host. It's somebody much better looking than me. Not better looking than you, but Joe Manganiello, you know, Sophia's ex.
Yes. Oh, that's funny. That's ironic. Okay. Is that
is ironic,
by the way?
People ask me, why didn't I host it? And I say, because they shot it, you know, right at the equator. It's like 100 degrees, and there's snakes and
right.
bacteria and spiders. And Sophia, who I'm a good friend of, said, send Joe. So I did. But it is
strike me as the host type, with all due respect. but we'll have to see.
Does an amazing job because he's much more adventuresome than me. So what it is they're playing against the banker, and this is the banker's island. And they drop $200 million in cases all over the island. Some they are submerged in the water, some are up in the trees, and they have to fight the elements to get these like Survivor, to get these cases. Each night, whoever gets the lowest amount in their case, it could possibly is the one that plays Deal or No Deal, kind of as you remember it, for the amounts that have been gathered and can be eliminated. Ultimately, it'll come down to one player left on the island who will play for the biggest amounts ever in Deal or No Deal history.
Fun. What island did you guys go to?
It was off the coast of Panama. I don't even know what the island's called, but it was a deserted island.
Yeah,
The
that's
only
cool.
thing there was nothing on the island that was survivable. There was a broken up landing strip and a building. I think it was Pablo Escobar's landing spot and where he refined cocaine. That was all that was there.
Oh, wow. That could be a good time. Howie, you're showing off new hologram technology in Vegas this week. You feel this is going to become more commonplace?
Oh, I believe I'm an embracer of technology, and whether that technology is holograms, AI, we're going to be at CES. This is the next level in number one, being able to travel someplace without going someplace. I'm going to be there by not going there, kind of like I am here, but in 3D, and I can react in real time. You could sell things, you can interact with it, you can display and teach somebody something, you can buy products off of it. It is next level. That's proto hologram. Look for that. Follow it on Instagram. Proto hologram.
You're killing it, my man. Killing it. Well, it's always good to see you. I'm sure I'll be seeing you in person soon. Meanwhile, watch AGT Fantasy League Mondays on NBC and Peacock. Thanks again for hanging out, Howie.
Thank you, buddy. Bye.
All right, bud.
On with Mario Lopez.